Frisky Friday. And everybody's here. And I don't know if I'm yelling, but I'm talking loud. And there's George. And we got Sean. And we got Mark. So we got all four of us today. At least for a little while. George has got to leave early. So
where are you going, George?
Hey, George, you here?
He's not even paying attention.
Hello,
So,
George.
George, whenever you're ready to join us, George. Are we on George's time?
Well, I'm glad to see Sean's empty seat with Sean in it too.
Yep.
Yeah, Sean's he's in a good place.
I'm down in Miami right now, so
oh really?
Yes.
Did you bring your empty seat with you, or
no? The empty seat is back. The empty seat is still back home. You know?
Oh wow,
still back home. Yeah. I couldn't put it on the plane.
I still did. You know, if Christian was home, if he was at your place, we should have put George in the empty seat, strapped him in, and just put the camera on.
You know what? We'll have to do that for next time.
No, we'll have somebody sub for you with the puppet.
I gotta say, as you know, just a patriot in the audience yesterday, there was just a real void there, and everybody in chat was talking about where is Sean's empty seat. I mean, everybody really missed the seat. I'm just saying.
Sometimes the seat is there before me. Well, it's always there before me, actually.
Yeah, pretty much. We're just waiting for the first time we get to see your makeup girl. Probably.
Yeah, we got to see her this morning. She was running around behind Sean this morning.
Yeah, she worked hard. She was here. She made me look. I had nice breakfast. I ate nice breakfast. I got a couple more pieces.
Yeah, but you didn't eat the fruit.
Oh wow!
Ate all the other shit.
The fruit was double. Yeah, the fruit was double.
You were scoffing down those eggs. We saw. We witnessed.
That's right.
Your wonderful wife brought you the breakfast, nice, and everything else. I can just see how much money you're gonna spend later with your wife because she brought you the breakfast.
Yeah.
You'll be fucking shopping.
That's how she sold me on this room. That she said, "Hey, you know what? There's a kitchen in here. We could make breakfast in the morning. We'll save money and lunch. So at least the breakfast probably saved me $75 today, right? So
yeah, I would say so. Yeah. I would say so. It's the credit card you're going to use
and
later.
Guess what? And guess what? Mark would love this one. So in the pantry over there, there's a waffle maker.
What's the name of this place?
Well, it's the Fontainebleau in Miami, but they have condos too that you can rent through like Airbnb. It's actually better to rent it. It's actually better to rent the condos through Airbnb than it is to go through the hotel. The hotel will kill you.
Yeah. Hey, USN Aircrew is asking Sean specifically, are you house hunting yet?
I wouldn't mind to have a Florida driver's license. I'll tell you that. But I think there's still a fight in New Jersey to be made, and we'll see what happens with some things. But there's still a fight in New Jersey.
Well, I hope something good happens there. I know. Did anybody see how Governor Abbott in Texas?
Can I open up with a prayer here first before you guys totally
we're sorry.
take over?
Yeah, we're sorry. We're getting away.
Hang on a second, and then we can go. Okay, Lord Jesus, we ask you to give us all around peace in our mind, body, soul, and spirit. We want you to heal and remove everything that is causing stress, grief, and sorrow in our lives. Amen. There, now we can go.
Amen.
Amen. But if this government shutdown continues, I may not be able to fly back home. Apparently, what I'm hearing on the news. Right?
You might as well buy a condo.
Yeah, I'll just stay here.
So far, the only trouble we had with that, Mrs. American, Mark, and I, on the way back from Newark, we were delayed about an hour and 40 minutes. But this week, I flew out to California and back, no problems at all. And now Mrs. American Mark's on a jet to Minnesota right now, but she just texted me that her plane was pushing back right on time. So at least most of
they said
anecdotally it's going good for us.
4% today. We're going to be delayed or canceled. The next Friday it'll be up to 10%.
Yeah.
So.
I think the government will be open by next week anyway. Honestly.
Nah, they're not gonna.
No, I told you that I think the Democrats, they're doing it on purpose. They're going to cause immense.
The whole thing is they got to force the filibuster, and that's it. That's what doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They got to do it.
I'm torn on that, George. I'm torn. I really am. I'm torn.
No, they got it. It doesn't matter. They're going to do it anyway. If the Democrats take control, it doesn't matter. they'll pull the shit. We might as well pull it first.
Well,
Yeah.
Run
we
first.
thought that we did think they were going to do it last time, and they didn't, right? So,
Well, let me tell you
You know
And-
what? They fixed the airlines. Did you
But-
know that? There's a fix to the airlines
What's
for all
I
that?
the
see
flight
something
problems.
coming here. I see something coming.
Welcome to Virtue Airlines, the progressive airline for people who cancel everything except their holidays.
We offer direct flights to Cuba, China and North Korea, but no one actually moves there, obviously. I was nervous about flying, but then my wife's boyfriend reminded me, discomfort is growth. We fly through clouds like we own the sky. Typical Western entitlement.
We offset our carbon emissions by feeling really bad about them. We're emotionally net zero.
that's fucking funny.
I just
I
one
like
second.
the guy with the suit. Hey, go ahead.
I want to go back to that filibuster thing, and I'm torn on that. And I said they didn't do it last time when they were in charge, but there's two Democrats that stopped them from doing it last time. That's from West Virginia, Manchin, and
Right.
Sinema from Arizona, and
Yeah.
both of them they bounced out. So what you're saying is they're going to do it. You may be 100% correct on that. And that's why I'm torn with it. 'Cause I don't think they should, but then I think they should, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Here's an example, right? So now the whole redistricting shit happened, right? So now
Mhm.
California's redistricting, right? He's breaking the law. The sheriff came up and told him how they cheated with all the voting and everything, right? Because they did a bunch of investigations, and now we're doing the redistricting, right? So we're gonna lose 5 seats in California, and that's why they got to do, and they got to pull the filibuster. That's it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They got to prove
Yeah.
everything now that's got to be done, and then what they can do is stick it up their ass when they go over the thing again, and then the Democrats will crash again, and then they'll get blamed for it because for some reason they didn't get blamed for all the shit because of what's going on with NBC and CBS. I didn't put that picture up.
Yep. And
That's for
if
sure.
I can throw my 2 cents in here, first of all, I agree 110% with George. I used to, Sean, I was 100% on your side. I have always been against, taking down the filibuster. But the fact is, these assholes are going to do it. The second they get into power, they are going to take down that filibuster. And, unfortunately, it's not going to, I mean, we need to take that filibuster down. We have to. And you know what? It ain't going to fucking happen because the Republicans are pieces of shit. They're not
Yep.
only feckless and cowardly, but you know what? They are against President Trump and the American people. And
Well,
they know.
They pulled it in August, Mark. They did it in August. They fucking did
Yeah.
it in August. They both held the gavel, so
Yep.
President Trump couldn't pick his recess appointment. And you tell me those
Exactly.
pieces of shits aren't against our president? We're having a thing here in Florida. The Republican Party of Florida against MAGA.
Yep.
We're going there today in Orlando. And let me tell you something. Everybody
Rhino
thinks
hunting.
Florida is great. What?
You're going rhino hunting.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, and I
Let
couldn't
them
agree
bastards
more,
have it.
George. But these assholes. If I can just finish that one thought, because I think this
Okay.
is the truth. The Republican establishment in Washington D.C. The last thing they want to do is unleash President Trump to actually be able to carry out his agenda because it's a uniparty. I mean, they can't
Yep.
pretend anymore. Right now, they are hiding behind that filibuster because it means they don't have to vote. They
That's
don't
right.
have to freaking vote. They don't have to get their, on the record as I voted against this very, very good thing that all the American people wanted. And it's all fucking smoke and mirrors. And this is bullshit. We got to get rid of the filibuster.
Mhm.
But ain't going to happen. Anyway, that's Mark's rant. We got to do a Mark's rant now. I mean,
Yeah.
George is falling down, I think.
Yeah.
Just
I
saying.
just did before. I just beat you to it before. No, let me tell you something. These pieces, they listen. It's capital POS, all 3 letters,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
that's what they are. They had the thing. All of a sudden, now they brought up about that. What's his name? Spanky there. Bring up the picture, Mr. Cryberry there, the judge. You're not supposed to be drinking tea on the show. It's against the law.
Yeah, that's like Britishish.
Here he goes. Here's the first one. This is the guy that was stopping all the shit.
Wait. Is there really articles of impeachment filed against him? By
Yeah.
who? By
No.
who?
Yeah, that and Brennan too. Brennan's in big trouble.
Congress. By Congress.
But
By
wait.
who?
Brennan would be different. I mean, this is.
Oh, I know.
actual
Well, I was just adding my 2 cents in there.
No, I'm saying this is actual articles of impeachment to knock him off the bench. Is that
Yeah.
what this is?
Yeah.
Well, if they enforce that judicial act of 1801, 1802, they could do it to every judge that fights Trump. Even the Supreme Court. Lincoln got one after the Supreme Court. He arrested somebody.
This guy's a scumbag. Yeah, this guy's a scumbag. He shouldn't.
Yeah,
be.
Sergeant says Gill is the one that filed them. I couldn't remember who the name was, but
But the whole thing is he's an Obama appointee. That's who he is.
Who's Gill? Is that a congressman or is the?
Must be.
I don't know. That's what I mean.
Representative. Yeah, he's a congressman.
Okay, cool. Well, that's what. Then that's a step in the right direction. I think to start calling these. Who knows what it's going to do? But
yeah, well, it's the way it is. This guy, he's an Obama appointee.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say goodbye to dickhead.
Yeah, Boasberg. He's going to end up. He's going to end up in the trash can of history. He's not in jail. What?
If that judge wore a turtleneck, what would he look like?
Penis head.
That's right.
I was just going to say,
Tracy the winner.
But I didn't want to be wrong.
Question.
I'm not afraid to say it. It's Friday.
Well, how come you didn't say
Friday,
dickhead? I don't understand. Why'd you say penis? How come you didn't say dickhead?
Because I worked in healthcare, so I don't call it a dick. I call it a penis. You want me to call it a dick? I'll call it a dick.
Since we're talking about
take it easy. Yeah. What is it?
Since we're talking about penis heads, and Mark asked me if I brought the empty chair. I didn't bring watermelon head or pencil neck, but I do have this for today. That's a watermelon on a fork.
Watermelon. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Something.
Oh man, could that be predicting the future? That was just a piece of that head I saw there. The
Yeah.
It looked like it was a dissected watermelon.
They're all going.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know. What time are you leaving, George? 9:20?
Yeah, 9:20. I got to get on.
I'm playing this while you're here because I have to. I'm sorry, but I have to.
It's like a dream. Let the choir sing. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer.
Chatted with President Trump about this breaking news that Nancy Pelosi will be leaving Washington. He tells me the following, and this is a quote. The retirement of Nancy Pelosi is a great thing for America. She was evil, corrupt, and only focused on bad things for our country. She was rapidly losing control of her party, and it was never coming back. I'm very honored. She impeached me twice and failed miserably twice. Nancy Pelosi is a highly overrated politician. And so that is the first word, but definitely not the last word from President Trump about this, because about...
From Disney and Pixar.
This shutdown is our leverage. We stop the checks, the food stamps, the help for the needy until we get what we want.
What are we gonna eat, Mom? He just doesn't.
يا الله يا الله دمار بكري وعمليات فايبر يا الله يا الله دودكم.
On January 1st, I will be your mayor. New Year's Day and a new era for this city. Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again. This transition requires staff, research, and an infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. So I hope you'll make a donation at transition2025.com. Now let's get to work.
When you have a problem with that, you know what you should do? You should sanction me. Sanction me with your army. Oh, wait a minute. You don't have an army. I guess that means you need to shut the fuck up. That's what I do if I don't have no army. I would fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's right.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom.
Oh man, Trixie, you just keep getting better at this.
That
I had
was,
fun making that last night.
that was funny. The that
You gotta make that real
transition that transition 2025 project with him asking for money, is that real?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
real. That's
Yeah,
he
he
made
did
that.
the
He made
commercial.
that
Oh, yeah.
ad right afterwards.
You can't make this shit up.
No, that's why it's
Yeah.
losing your shit. That's why I
Yeah.
put that in there. I thought, you know, that
can't
one
make
that
this
one was
shit
a
up.
real. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow,
Let me tell you something.
You've been
Let me
finding
tell
some
you.
good stuff, Tricks.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That New York City is, man. Let me tell you, they should all get a jar of Vaseline.
I told you we
Hey,
should be
I'm
stacking
actually-
U-Haul.
We
I'm
were planning
actually
on
looking
going up
forward
to.
to it now. You know, because they did it.
Hey, did you
Nope.
see that? Did you see the Jets cheerleaders in the older thing?
Yeah. Well, but yeah, nothing beats the
Oh.
goats on the stripper poles. I mean,
Oh,
come
that was
on.
the best. I got a Muslim calendar I was making up. The one with all the goats for every month. I have one with a pink underwear by the ankle. I got a post.
No, you guys should see me when I'm making those, man. I'm sitting on the couch laughing my ass off when I'm doing that. I never
Okay,
even-
good. I was crying over here. You can. Oh, I gotta go. Take care,
Are you
everybody.
leaving?
I
Hey,
gotta go fight the good fight.
just
All right,
don't
George.
get arrested. Don't get arrested and don't get maced.
No, I got my gun already.
Yeah, well, keep your billy club in the pocket.
Have fun.
Hey, Sean,
No, I
look
have
at
it.
that.
No, I have it.
I go
I
like
do.
this.
I have it.
Look at that, Mark. Look, I got
Yeah,
technical fault
boom.
for you.
Hey,
Yeah,
What
come
was
you
it,
on,
must
Mark?
come on,
Watch
kid.
this.
you must be using an iPad.
Look at this, Mark.
Okay, now you're pissing me
All
off.
right, guys, take care.
All right,
Bye, George.
bye.
Be
Look like
safe.
this. Oh, it rains. Look at that. Wow.
Well, that's pretty
Man.
cool. You
You're-
got better special effects than I got. That's not fair.
Yeah. Holy shit. Okay, that's it, Sean. I feel like he just threw a gauntlet down. I'm
I
gonna
stole-
figure out how to do that shit.
I
I'm
stole
the one
my
who
son's.
started it, you know.
I stole my son's iPad Mini, and that's why I got knocked off because he was getting a phone call. It's tied into his phone, and that's why I got knocked off. So
Well, that's pretty good. I don't know why mine turned off doing that stuff, but now that Sean has thrown the gauntlet at my feet, I've got no choice. I'm gonna go make sure that's turned back on before Friday.
hey, I didn't realize it. I found it out by accident. You know, how about if I go this way? Anything this way? No.
Aren't you
No.
guys glad that
What if you
Pelosi's
do-
gone?
Try that. See what happens, Sean, if you're
Nothing.
number one. Nope, nothing
Nothing.
there.
No, nothing.
No, you know what happens when you do that? You get two back. That's
Two
what
for
happens.
both of you. It's a double.
I do the double barrel at George all
Double.
the time.
Yeah, double bubble.
He deserves it
Hey,
though.
hey, you guys want to hear something really, really funny? I don't know whether you've seen it in the news or not, but did you hear about Angela? And then this is not a Trixie
Nope.
segue joke into something funnier. Angelina Jolie decided
Oh.
to make an. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Decided to make an unannounced visit uh, to Ukraine. You know, to go be a bleeding heart moron, and I'm sure say we should send another $100 billion to get all the boys killed over there. Well, anyway, so she hadn't been there more than I don't think she was even there 2 hours, and she had her Ukrainian bodyguard as her driver, and they stopped at a checkpoint, and he was immediately grabbed and conscripted and thrown into the army. He's going to be sent to the front lines.
That was crazy.
That is no bullshit.
Well,
That is, I just think it's classic.
wouldn't
These Hollywood moron, idiots go out there just thinking they run the world and everything. And I think she all of a sudden found out that, oh wait, there's a real world out there. They're actually fighting a war.
Well, it would have been
You know?
better if she got thrown to the front lines.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That would have been really
They threw
funny.
her ass to the front
Yeah.
lines.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I thought that was just enough to bring a smile to my face this morning. So I think that's funny.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I thought it was funny. I seen that and I was like, well, what do you expect? They're still conscripting people over there. You know, she put that guy in danger really to be doing that because she's pretty high profile, you know.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and something like 35% of all the traditional military age men in Ukraine, they're already gone and they ain't coming back, you know.
Mhm.
So these people, you think about it, these establishment Republicans, these rhinos, and all the Democrat Party are expecting us to throw our treasure over there, you know, to spend hundreds of billions of dollars. And it's so important that we fix this. Yet the Ukrainian citizens who live there are saying, screw this, I'm out, I ain't doing it, you know. So kind of gives you some
So,
perspective.
Skunk in the chat says, I can't believe her dad is John Voight. And John Voight's a great patriot.
Mhm.
And I mean, look at that. Like, tells you maybe kids don't listen to their parents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
Denise is
do.
saying they got a lot of Ukrainians living there on the coast now. I think there's a lot of Ukrainians everywhere but Ukraine.
Well, there's a lot of them just outside of by Warren, Michigan, too. Outside of Detroit, there's a really big Ukrainian community over there. Even when I was young, they were there.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah. There's a big Ukrainian community up here too, but they're all Ukrainians whose parents brought them here back back when we had an auto industry, and back when
well,
Ford
yeah,
and
yeah,
Oh,
that's
Chrysler and
yeah,
Chevy,
to work.
they were actually bringing people in from all over the world.
yeah. My dad did precision tool work, like for the space shuttle and stuff like that, right in that area, and he worked with a lot of Ukraine. Oh my God, my voice today. Excuse me. Worked with a lot of Ukrainians in that area from there.
Nice.
So
Yeah, that's
I'm just rambling over here. I'm sorry.
I thought you
well,
had a
thank
clip. I
goodness
thought you were getting ready
our
to put a clip up.
Huh?
I thought you were getting ready to put a clip up. I saw you looking down there. I thought you were getting
Oh,
ready to.
I got one for you. Now that you're talking.
Out of prison early. What could go wrong, Pat?
Just about everything. I mean, I just don't understand it. The whole idea, the concept of emptying out jails and giving these guys a play and putting them back on the street is just madness. I mean, we're going to see the doppelganger to this when this rattlesnake gets in, if he gets in tonight, ma'am Danny. It's going to be so bad the way he hurls us back into the twilight zone. Ed, he actually is going to do the impossible. He's going to make de Blasio look like Winston Churchill, and he's going to make David Dinkins look like Mother Teresa. This guy is really, really scary. His publicly stated policies are terrifying for the NYPD and for the rule of law in the great city that we love.
Yeah, absolutely. We both love it, and many of our viewers do, whether they're from there or not. On your point, let's dig deeper then. How scary could it get? Because I'm seeing that the actor Michael Rappaport, who used to kind of be a critic of President Trump, now has been saying nice things, was on social media last 24 hours saying his wife has been accosted, I think, multiple times in Midtown Manhattan. If Mamdani gets elected, how bad could it get? Because Midtown, I was there a few weeks ago, is kind of one of the last refuges in New York City where you feel relatively safe. How bad can it get?
It can get real bad. It can hurl itself back, the Big Apple, to the crime-ridden, blood-soaked 80s and 90s very, very easily. Like this, because the reality is the bad guys didn't go and colonize the moon. All the guns didn't vanish somewhere and go away. They've just been waiting. They've been waiting for a progressive like him, someone who's going to let them run wild, someone who believes that clipboards somehow are bulletproof. I got to ask you, what kind of a twisted fantasy is this of Mamdani that he thinks we can send unarmed civilians into apartments with violent psychopaths? This is not reform. This is Russian roulette with members of the NYPD, Ed.
It
This
certainly
is
is.
terrifying stuff.
It is. The last 30 seconds we have, he was on MSNBC this morning saying that the tweets he wrote in 2020 about defunding the police, that's not the position I hold. And I'm running for mayor to deliver public safety, he says, in partnership with the police. Buy that?
Not for 1 second. His stated intention to put therapists with clipboards into crime scenes and into psychotic episodes. The next time someone's chopping someone up on the Bronx in a train with a machete, You don't send in a therapist with a pen, Ed. You send in cops with guns.
Yeah.
This guy is scary,
Bingo.
scary.
All right. Well, Pat Brosnan, it is a scary prospect. We'll be checking in with you in the days ahead.
But did you see January is a time for a bunch of contracts to be up for a lot of the police in New York City. And I saw an interview where one of the cops said that everybody he knows is going ahead and putting in their resignation in January when their time is up, that they've had it. They're not, he said it could be up to 4,000 of them.
Yeah,
Think
and
about
then
it.
like Loves Christ is saying, wait for the Sharia law because it's coming.
But
You know,
we
but
just said, going back to the police for a second, think about it. Police, right? They work their entire career to get their pension.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why would you want to be in a city that if you're close, if you could retire and get out and get your pension that you worked your whole career for, why would you want to stay when you know they're not going to back you? Something happens, they're going to toss you, no pension. You might as well retire, get your pension, and move on. I would.
I would too.
I think it's a smart move for you. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a shame to see, but I think it's a smart move for each individual police
Well,
officer. If they
I
can
heard
do that.
this, but I don't know if it's true or not because there's no way to verify it. But that Mondami made a speech, and that as soon as he's in office, that he's going to ban the sale of alcohol, cigarettes, and lottery tickets in all the convenience stores within the city of New York.
I
So
don't think
that's
he's that
Sharia law.
dumb. I
Huh?
really don't. I don't think he's that dumb. I think he's
Yeah, I mean, that's a
evil,
lot of
but I don't
money
think
to
he's dumb.
that's a
Yeah,
lot of money to the state and also I don't. Yeah, I couldn't see that happening.
I
But
couldn't see it
but you never
happening
know.
either, but I did see it. So there's no way to verify any of that kind of stuff.
But
But
you know what I didn't see happening?
Hmm.
New York at the 9/11, electing a radical like this guy. So
Yeah.
I didn't see that happen
Well,
either. So
well, Sean, I mean,
at least somebody else is
unfortunately,
saying they read the same thing.
yeah,
in the
Okay.
yeah,
chat.
that's
No, he
ML
just
Heath. I was going to say that. She's saying she just read that yesterday.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, that's
So I don't know. You never, you
Did
don't
you
know with him because look at how he was, how he campaigned. He campaigned kind of moderately. He, not Sharia law, but saying, the housing and the childcare. And then he was on an
wait, moderately?
interview.
Wait, moderately? No, it was he campaigned. He campaigned as a socialist.
I know, but not like he didn't say, I'm going to lock, all you MAGA people up or anything. Well, then he was on George Stephanopoulos and he started talking about how he was going to do the child care and he was going to do this and he was going to do that. And Stephanopoulos called him right out and said, you realize you can't do all of that. What you are promising to do has to go through Hochul. And Hochul already said she wasn't going to raise taxes on the very wealthy. And he pushed back and he says, well, we'll find other funds. Well, where's he going to find the other funds from?
Yeah.
well, exactly, Trixie, and that same thing progressed where he pressed him a little harder and said, "But where exactly will you get the money?" And
Mhm.
his response was, "Well, look, the people that are against me are backed by this person and this person." He totally, like they all do, just totally
Mhm.
ignored the question, never answered it. But here's something really interesting, tells you everything you need to know about Mom Donnie, is he ran for class president at his, by the way, private elitist high school. Because he's been rich all his life. He was born with a silver spoon in
Yeah,
his
he
mouth.
suffered. He suffered.
But yeah, oh yeah, badly. But he ran for class president in his high school, and he literally promised free juice for everybody in the cafeteria, all from locally sourced farms and things. Uh, and he later said, people asked him, it's like, well, how did you think you could promise that? And he's like, well, I knew he couldn't deliver it, but it sounded good. The other kids liked the idea. But he campaigned on that. Free juice for everybody, and it's all coming from local farms. This
It's a
is
shame
how
that wasn't. It's a shame that wasn't brought forth. I mean, I didn't hear that brought forth before. It's a shame that it wasn't brought forth to the people of New York just to say, "Hey, this guy's duping you."
but I don't think it would have made a difference, Sean. I really don't.
Well, you're right.
You know,
You're correct on that. You're
I
correct on
I
that.
think they all think this is a big fu to Trump and to America and MAGA people, and I think that's what the electorate in New York wanted to do. And so now that it's done, I wished it didn't happen, but now that it's done, I'm loving it. And I say the worse it gets, the better. It's the pendulum factor. It's
Yep.
going to get really, really, really bad before it wakes these freaking morons up.
Yep.
and the pendulum will swing back the other way, and New York
Well-
City will be a nice place again in about 15 years.
This is coming in 2026.
Welcome to Great Victoria's Grocery of New York City. At Mamdani's, we have best variety of rations, most top quality choice. Ever since Mamdani has ceased means of production like in Great Book of Marks, utilities, private businesses and groceries have been prosperous just like Soviet Union, Venezuela and North Korea. We have turnip and potato and meat. Only 2 weeks expire. Breakfast oats meet City Commissar Regulate Standard. Our beans will last through long New York winter. No famine like last year. And our bread line for Wednesday distribution, shortest in city. Every day is sale at Mamdani's. State bless glorious Mayor Mamdani forgive us. Great store for buy things.
I know that's a repeat. I've done that one before, but now it's not funny because it's going to be true if that all
No,
happens.
it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see. You know, they keep on thinking they're going to be the ones to perfect socialism and make it work, but it's all the same thing. It's other people's money. When you lose the other people's money, it goes down the tubes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and Sean, socialism has never, ever, ever worked anywhere at any time in in human history.
Human history, world history.
Yeah, that's the great part of it.
Yep. But they think they're going to perfect it.
Beach Cat was asking about, well, for the Mondami store, I forget exactly what she said, but if cat owners get any benefit, and I was just mentioning it. Yeah, the cats will be in the meat section.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hate to say it,
It's
but
not a Chinese store.
it doesn't matter. They're not going to have enough money, enough food for the people, much less feeding your cats or dogs. And it's the same thing with the dogs, by the way.
Yeah. I had one about them cooking a dog, but it was too gross for me to put up. But
yeah, we can't
They're
go
eating the
that far.
dogs.
You
You
can
need
do
to
that
jump in,
Monday
you're
through
eating the dog.
Thursday, but that's a little too down for not for Frisky Friday.
yeah, I
No
liked
doggy.
Andrew yesterday when he was on because he was talking about the fall of civilization and everything, and it all kind of correlates. But we're going to get him to do some revelations the next time he's on in 2 weeks. Go into that because
But-
he really feels that this is we're very close, And who knows when you start talking about that stuff? What if Mondami is the Antichrist? You just don't know. The fall of Babylon, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I still think it's the Obama, but he's done more damage than I think he's the one who lit the fuse. If the world blows up, it's Obama who lit the fuse. It's just, it's a slow fuse, I guess.
Just
Yeah.
I'd
But hey,
like to see
ahead.
see Obama and go to jail. I really do. I really want to see him go.
It would be nice, but I really think that President Trump, due to his love of America and his, he just does not want to see an American president be put in prison for America's sake.
Yeah, but they were going to put him in prison. What the hell?
I know, but he's
That's what makes me mad.
he's a much bigger man than them. Well, he's a man in the first place. Let's just say it that way.
Yeah. Man of integrity. I mean, just look at the presidential library of Obama, right? That they're making. That thing looks like a crazy garbage can, and I'm hoping
turned upside down. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And there's not going to be any records in there either. That's the funny part. They're building that whole thing, and there won't be any records in there. No, I'm serious. They're not going to keep them there. They already said it.
Why is that? They don't want people to see the real stuff.
I don't know. I was reading, and they were saying about that was the whole thing, that it was overrun on cost. It's been overrun, on time to be done. And the whole funny part is that all that money, and there's not going to be any records kept in there. So I don't know if they're putting them in the National Archive or what.
Maybe they're putting them in Joe Biden's garage next to the
right next to the vet. Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time there's records. All right.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
But I wonder if that place will ever even get fixed. I mean, ever finished. Wasn't it supposed to be finished a long time ago?
Oh my God.
I mean, hell, he's been out of office for whatever,
and
12 years.
they took they took the park away from the people that live there to put it there, and the people that live there are really pissed off.
Could you imagine having to look at that freaking thing every day? Oh my God! I bet you Trump's presidential library will be finished before Obama's, and I just actually drove by. I believe it's going to be in Miami by the Freedom Tower. Is what they're saying. I just drove by the area last night to check it out. So it's that's going to be neat to see. But I think it'll be done before Obama's.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be the most beautiful presidential library, I guarantee,
100%.
ever done, and it'll probably have a ballroom too. A big, beautiful ballroom. You know?
I don't know about ballroom, but I think it's going to be a great. I think it's going to be a great facility. No doubt about it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Hey, and speaking of the Energizer Bunny in Chief, did you guys hear about? Look what he just did now with Uzbekistan. He just signed a new big sweeping trade deal with them. But most importantly, they signed on to the Abraham Accords.
Yeah.
First one of his second term, and there's going to be a lot more coming. And then he arranged a call directly between the leader of Uzbekistan and Netanyahu. So, you know, I'm actually the only thing that I'm kind of griping about is I love all the things that President Trump has done to secure world peace, but I almost feel like you're spending a little bit too much time. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. He's got to
probably
get more
wrong,
focused.
but
He's got to get more focused domestically. I think
yeah, we
he's
got a
yeah.
lot of shit to do.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree with that, Mark. I was just having a conversation yesterday about that. It's all great about the world peace and all that, but you know what? He's the American president. He always said that I'm not the president of the world. I'm the president of the United States. And that's where he's got to get focused on without a doubt.
yeah. But having said that, man, he's done so much good in the world too, and
Yep.
I really think he's probably saved millions of lives already.
Yep.
Or if not millions already that have happened, millions over the next couple of years that would have died. If it weren't for President Trump calming everything down. And but I do find interesting. And by the way, Trixie, I do have a Trump truth. I had to go to the dentist yesterday and all kinds of stuff. I just didn't have time to send it out
So
to you. But
did Dennis pull your Trump truth? I mean, truth?
she
like that joke?
did. She did. She pulled my Trump truth.
There you go.
Tooth. But something like that. But anyway, when I was looking through various Trump truths, this is not the one of the day. But one was kind of scary where he just came out and said, America has the most powerful nuclear arsenal in the world. We have more weapons and more powerful ones than anybody else. And that was pretty much the whole truth. And that's sending a message, obviously. That is not our truth of the week because it was a little too dark for Frisky Friday.
I got the trivia question from yesterday, but I made a real oopsie because it was me and George isn't very helpful when it comes to things like that. I got the winner, but I only have an initial. So somebody's going to have to be on the honor system here. So the question was, which founding father is often credited with suggesting that the Constitutional Convention begin each session with prayer? And the answer was Benjamin Franklin. And the letter I got next to it is an A. So it was somebody whose name started with an A. And the next person below them was one citizen with Jefferson, TSM with Franklin, ML Heath with Franklin, USN with Madison, Hardman with Adams, Sin with Franklin.
A won it. Actually, Trixie, I got to be honest. A, that's me. Remember, I did say it first. A was me. Yeah, he George is always calling me an asshole. It didn't stand for American Mark. It was asshole. Yeah.
George just said in the chat, up yours. So I don't know. I think he was talking to you, Trixie.
Oh yeah, look, there he is. So George, say in chat who's A? Is it Angels?
Up yours. Thanks, George.
So is it Angels?
There you go.
George,
there you go, George.
Could be Angels, right?
It could have been. It could have been Angels, or was it American Mark? I don't know.
I think in America. Well, given that I did not provide that answer, I can rule myself out. I actually said that it was George, Born to Ride 45, Washington. I guess I was wrong.
but
Oh,
so,
now, yeah. Well, no. At first, I thought I saw George again, but no, he's not
oh,
there.
he
He's
was in
probably
the chat.
driving.
Yeah, I didn't know he was. He must be listening on the bike.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got busted. I
He
got
probably
busted.
he's probably at a stop sign. I mean, at a
George on a
stoplight.
bike,
And then
listen on a bike and typing in chat. Something, George.
yeah.
You better keep your fingers on the handlebars and not on the not
Oh,
on
I'm
the
gonna
keyboard.
get a freaking earful later.
Come
Oh
on.
my
No,
god.
let's start talking real shit about him enough to the extent that he'll actually pull over just to defend
The
himself.
chat is saying Angel. Now I don't see if Angel.
Yeah, and
I know
Angel's
Angel
saying it wasn't her. So
Yeah, there
I
you go.
don't know who it was.
Wow.
Who
I
else
was
is?
writing as fast as I could, and I must have stopped. I don't know why I stopped after
Oh,
that.
you know what? He was probably just didn't finish. He was probably saying a patriot. Maybe that'll
I don't know.
just to narrow it down. Narrow it down a
Oh,
little bit.
George is saying, "I'll kick your ass, Mark."
Oh, wait a second, George. Who was
No,
the
he's
A
spying.
then?
He's spying on us. He's making sure we're not talking about him behind his back.
He's still there. Well,
Hey,
George, who's A?
Who's A, George? You were yelling the answers at me yesterday. Who's
Yeah,
A?
George, get the right. But George, just so you know, I'm the one out of the three that wasn't attacking you since you left. Okay, the other two were all attacking
D.
you.
Tath is saying it's asshole. I don't
That's what I
know who
thought.
it was, and I apologize, you guys.
Have to go
That's
back.
really see. You can see my notes. I don't know if you can see. It just
No.
says A, and then the answer next to it. So I'm sorry, I really screwed up.
We'll have to go back to the video.
Right.
tape.
Oh, wait. George is back. He says, "Who wrote it down, Trixie? I told you the
He's
name."
going,
That's
George,
what
you
I'm
better be
saying, Mark.
careful.
Yeah, so
You
go back
wrote
to-
it down, Trixie. I told you the name. Yeah,
So
Yeah,
I
go back-
know,
yeah.
but I got to A, and that was it.
So George is getting falsely accused. I thought
Go back
George
to
was
the
writing
video.
it down, but that's
I
actually
blamed
you.
it on him because he wasn't here, so I thought I was going to get
Man.
away with some shit today.
Hello, is this on? Hello.
What?
Go back to the videotape. That's all.
Oh,
That's all, right?
yeah, I could do
Yeah,
that. couldn't I?
We can do a replay. Leave it to Sean. Sean, Sean
blonde
used to
is
be
fun.
an
Wait, should I
NFL
pull-
referee, so he
Wait a minute.
thinks
Let's
about
see,
this.
We could pull it up live right on the phone here, and then just find out where it was.
That's so damn funny. That was I had a blonde day
actually.
yesterday, so that's the way it is.
Well,
Oh, that
Since
was
you-
yesterday then?
yeah.
Just
So
Yeah, Red. So that's why I should have been elected. Exactly, Red. Common sense. Common sense.
Yeah.
Cut the red tape. Let's get to the solution. That's right.
honestly, Sean, I don't think I
I'll
think
figure it out.
you were tied to the larger Republican Party.
Oh yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I
If the
agree.
governor had won, you would have won. But they didn't get the vote out. They got less than 50% of the freaking Republicans came out.
know.
The
We have
Republican
to
Party is,
dissect.
and they put that Winsome Sears in. Okay, she's a diehard Trump hater. Okay, she's a never Trumper.
Yeah, they
She
should
had
have
true
voted. Yeah, the
TDS.
anti-Trump people should have voted for her.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's why don't ever think the Republican Party is your friend. They are not. They hate. They're saying MAGA right now because they gotta say it to get reelected. They know it. The second that they can stick a knife in Trump's back, the second they can try to extinguish all of us in MAGA, they're going to do it. And they're going to shit all over us. They're going to go right back to the way it always was. Make a bunch of promises during your campaign, and once you get the reins of power, screw you, you little peons. We don't need you until the next election.
The problem
And
is
then
the
they'll go
energy
smoke
comes
up our
from
ass again.
the energy comes from the grassroots, right? And then you have the party bosses. We're talking about like in New Jersey. I mean, we have to change this whole party in New Jersey because this whole Republican Party because it's we need a party makeover. Absolutely because they kind of choose the people that are running, and they push these candidates down your throat, and they're usually bad candidates.
Hey, and I just want to, and just some feedback from chat. That I think Red Ginger saying Sears is closely aligned with the Bush family. You knew that,
Well,
no doubt about
Love
it. but-
Price is saying she wasn't a hater, so I don't know. We're getting conflicting.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gloves. I gotta disagree with you.
I'm just
she
sad
was a
that they
big time and never Trumper.
Yeah,
That's why
but
she was
but
put
look at
in.
they had a white woman and a black woman, and the Democrats are supposed to be all for
Yeah.
minority rights. So why did they go ahead and back, the lady with the bag over her head instead of Winsome Sears? You would have thought that they would have backed Winsome Sears. Most
And
people
that's
would if
exactly
it was
what Denise 15 is saying. But Mark, I thought anyone who doesn't vote for the black person is a racist. And you know what, Denise, that is completely true because all the Democrats are racist. I mean, they
Yeah.
really are. That's why, they project everything. Every crime they commit, they accuse us of. So every time they point at a conservative, I won't say Republican because I'm not a Republican. Every time they point at a conservative, I'm just an independent. Every time they point at a conservative and yell racist, it's because they are racist. And they automatically think, well, since I hate everybody who doesn't look exactly like me, so does everybody else. And I'm gonna basically accuse them of that. But
Yeah, but there's going to be a lot of trouble for women that are in Virginia, though, and that's the problem. They didn't think about that. They're going to end up keeping the men in the bathrooms over there. The women's rights are still going to go right down the tube because you saw that. I don't know if you guys saw that video of the guy that went into the locker room trolling to go viral. He went into a woman's locker room. I can't remember what gym it was at, and there was a black woman who was a lesbian. Went off on him, told him to get out and everything, and she was the one that got thrown out of the gym and not him. And you could tell.
When did that happen?
This just happened within the last couple of days.
Yeah,
and
a few days ago.
Yeah, and the guy that was supposedly a woman, all he had on was the earring in his ear, and he shook his hips when he was walking. Other than that, it was a straight up guy.
I've seen the video, Sean.
Yeah, I
and
see.
he was wearing like fairly tight leggings that did not do much to hide his man bulge either.
Okay, let me get to my point here. So they put him on an interview, and when he came on the interview, all he had was his hair combed, one earring on, and he put lipstick on. And it was a definite troll. It was not a guy that was transitioning into a woman whatsoever. He did it to go viral and cause a scene. Either that or he had a fetish, one or the other.
You gotta get that video of Monday. You gotta see that.
Yeah, it was, that's the whole point of it, was that it wasn't a real, it wasn't a real tranny. I don't know how else to say it. So he did it as a troll.
It was a trainee.
It was a tranny. Yeah, that's a good one, Sean.
That brings a new meaning to tranny fluid, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Don't even talk about that. A tranny in training. That's pretty good.
I don't know. I got mad at that when I seen that because, if you got a penis, you don't go in the women's locker room or the women's restroom. I don't care if you're transitioning or not. You got a penis, you stay out.
Can you believe we even have to have this conversation?
No.
That's what's even more. That's what's even sicker of the whole thing. That we even have to have a conversation about this. That this isn't even something that shouldn't be thought about or talk. Like, who was the first person that said, you know what? I'm going to go in there and But I gotta say, many years ago, I did enter a woman's bathroom. It was specifically by accident. I was at a pool and I had a lot of chlorine in my eyes. I went into the wrong bathroom. I heard a scream. I turned around. I was like 8 years old though, so.
Well, that's it. 8 years old, you're forgiven.
Yeah,
I've got a great one for you, Sean. Back the very first time I ever went to Germany and couldn't speak any German or really read German, and I was on the Autobahn, stopped at a rest stop, and I really had to pee, and so I go running into the bathroom, and at that time, Damen versus Herren, I don't know which is which, so. I go in the one that I think is the men's room, and as I walk in, nobody else was in there. And as I walk in, I see a condom machine on the wall, and I'm like, it's the men's room, even though there are no urinals. So I go in the stall, and all of a sudden, a tour bus pulls in, and about like 15 women all come in the room at the same time. And I hear them all talking and everything and doing stuff, and they're waiting for the stall. There's only like 4 stalls. But I'm sitting here in the stall. It's like, I ain't coming out. Not coming out. I literally had to hide in the stall for like
Mark.
15 minutes.
All right, Mark, wrap that story up.
I'm done.
I don't know. I never walked. I did go in a men's room though. I have done that when I was there. When I went to the Covered Bridge Festival around here, the women's line was so long.
Did you cover your bridge in there?
No. I went in there and dropped my drawers. I wasn't going to pee my pants. And the line was so damn long that what I did is I got one of the other ladies in the line and I went in the guy's room and yelled if there was anybody in there, and there wasn't. So she stood guard at the door and our line split in half and all the women came in there and we took over the men's bathroom.
Did you guys use the toilets or did you use the urinals?
We used the toilets.
Oh, not
They
the
had a
urinals.
couple. I'm not going to stand over a urinal, I don't think I could get my aim that good. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's a special aim. Yeah, that's
if it was a hole in the ground, I might have been able to get it, but I don't know.
Mark was thinking.
I was used to peeing out in the woods in Michigan, so I was pretty
Mark
good.
was thinking that's how you got your name, Trixie.
You never know. There's a Trixie that's a tranny, so you never know.
Oh, Trixie Tranny.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah.
But no, we really did. We took over the men's bathroom because you guys don't understand how horrible it is. You can go whip it out and pee wherever you want. You can pee in a bottle in the car and everything. You can't do that as a woman.
Oh, and that's what pisses me off so much. I mean, for women's sake, in California, they're making everything unisex, whatever. There's no men's room or women's rooms in most of the establishments there, which means men come in here and they'll pee all over the seat, not on purpose, but sometimes there's just little, problems that they doesn't work perfect. You end up hitting the toilet seat. And I'm thinking, well, at least men, it doesn't really matter. But then the woman right there behind it, she's got no place to go. She's got to come and either clean off the seat and do all that. It's ridiculous what these leftists do.
That's why Sodak put hashtag squats.
I know. Yeah, that's what you got to do. When you got to go, you got to go. I don't know what
Even worse. Even worse than is those spotted pots, right? I mean, that's like that's brutal.
What's even worse is because of all the immigrants when they have to put a diagram next to the toilet to show you how to freaking use it. Have you seen those? I mean, there's it shows a hand and it shows like a cross over the hand to use the toilet paper. Don't use your hand.
And Mardikin is saying men can write their name in the snow, which is kind of true, but I got to correct. I got to put a caveat. In my case, it's only when I've been drinking a lot of beer. Otherwise it just comes out like Mar.
There you go. You're done. MAR.
Yeah.
You know what? We're getting a Buc-ee's.
Are you?
Oh, really?
Yep, right outside of Indianapolis in Greenwood. It came out yesterday, so I won't have to drive all the way. So an hour and a half, and I can be at Buc-ee's.
That's awesome.
Hey, Trixie, before we go, do you want a real quick Trump truth? It's a short one.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a good holiday one, too, and positive.
Where's I got to cue you up here.
Somebody's watching me. Somebody's watching me. Somebody's watching me.
All right. There are a lot of great Trump truths, of course, about the 1-year anniversary of the election and about a lot of them really important things. But I thought the great one for today would be the one that he sent out about this time yesterday morning. 2025 Thanksgiving dinner under Trump is 25% lower than 2024 Thanksgiving dinner under Biden, according to Walmart. My costs are lower than the Democrats on everything, especially oil and gas. So Democrats' affordability issue is dead. Stop lying. I just thought that was appropriate. Yeah.
100%.
I thought that was a good seasonal Trump truth.
Yeah.
100%.
That means I can overdose on pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. I always like.
That's my favorite pumpkin pie, though.
Did you see a message or something that Greg put in the chat before? Florida for Trump. He put the high-speed rail line will be done before Obama's museum.
You mean the California one, yeah.
Yeah, we knew that's not getting done. So
no, the bullet train to nowhere.
That really puts it into perspective for the big trash can museum.
Yeah, that's what it looks like too. I've been tempted to drive up there and take a look at it and take video of it and everything, but I don't. You can't strap up when you go to Illinois. So
how far is that for you to go to?
Maybe an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay,
which isn't
worth
like
a little drive.
Yeah, I'm halfway between Chicago and Indianapolis. I could go either way.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm not saying I
was going to say first we're talking tranny and training.
It is Frisky Friday.
It's Frisky Friday.
Hey, 39 likes and 1 dislike.
Oh,
I
you know
wonder who
what?
the-
I want to say something about that dislike. Whoever keeps coming in every day
Yeah.
and giving us a thumbs down, kiss my ass, because we're in your head enough that you come bother to do it every single day. So you have a lot of gumption there, you know. So to
Yeah.
keep doing it every day, thank you very much. We know our job is done.
I know. And could you imagine having such a miserable freaking life? Seriously. Seriously. We, just like you said, Trixie, you own them or we own them, whatever. I mean, they've got such a miserable life that they feed on this hatred for like a year now, and that they just got to go in. They don't even watch the whole freaking thing.
I
They got to
know.
go in and hit that
Maybe
down
they
button.
do.
It's like, man,
Maybe
who
they do.
owns who? God, who's got a good life and who is miserable? I feel sorry for that person.
Oh, Stacy wants the name of the thumbs down person because she's gonna go make a visit to him, but I don't know who it is. I have no way of knowing who gives the
Yeah, but
thumbs
I got
down.
an idea and I ain't saying it.
I got an idea too, but I won't
Yeah,
say
I
it.
think we have the same idea. But anyway, that's okay because,
I
like
think
I
that's the
said,
new. I think that's
know-
going to be a new Rumble upgrade. You could see a list of likes and dislikes. I think you can see who the users are.
it'd be nice if they do that, actually.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny that somebody actually takes the time out of their day every single weekday to go
Florida
give
for
me the thumbs down.
Florida for Trump says it's Rav. It's Mod 2 from Rav.
Yeah,
That wouldn't surprise me because I got banned so fast after Ed and Karen left. I think I was banned within 2 days after
Oh,
that.
I got banned under like 3 or 4 different handles. I just kept on making up another one. The best one was I had a name called Ravbot, like 764972, and they actually let me get away with it for a long time. And then she kills me, and then I go, okay, Ravbot 763493, and she actually let that go for a little bit too. But
I don't
anyway,
know. We're in
that was a good
somebody's
one.
head real bad though, and I think it's darn funny. I
Yeah.
laugh at it. I don't even get mad. I'm just like, man, if you got time in your day to do that every day, you don't have a life,
Yeah, and if you're actually watching right now, then you probably aren't anymore. But it's on you, baby. Sorry, I really feel bad for you. I really do.
Yeah, I know. We got somebody that comments on YouTube every day too, because they show up on my right hand side over here, and I can read them as the show is going. But I don't answer them. I only answer them if they're nice, Other than that,
Yeah.
I just
Also, you
ignore
get
it.
nasty comments there too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
once
have
in
to
a
go look at
while. It's a Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Herbert Camacho. So I don't think it's a real person. It's
that.
one.
Yeah,
It's
it
redeemed.
sounds like a nice person.
So Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Herbert Camacho, if you're watching, hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love you too. Yeah,
that's a long name.
I know that's why I don't think it's a real person. That is really a long one. I don't
yeah.
know. I just thought it was funny.
Well, we are actually at the top of the hour now.
Here we
Another
go.
man, I can't believe how fast the hours go here.
I know that it does go fast too. I think everybody's so used to each other, and we just keep on yakking. But
It was a
I don't
fast
know,
Frisky Friday.
huh?
A fast Frisky Friday.
Yeah, Frisky Friday is my favorite. You guys know that.
People are
one.
saying it's LJ.
No,
No,
no.
it's not LJ.
Oh
It's
man,
LJ.
come on, Greg. Greg says it's Rico. I don't think so. I don't think
No, Rico's gonna yell at me later. I'm gonna be in trouble. So
Yeah.
I gotta say my prayers this afternoon.
Yeah, Rico's busy, whipping up some more of those foo-foo drinks with the little umbrella and the fruit in them.
I think Rico's going to
bring
bust
out by
some
the
heads
pool.
up today. Is what Rico's doing.
Matter of fact, I think LJ. I'm down in Miami. I should reach out to LJ and see if he's around and do an interview.
Oh, there you go, Sean.
Oh, by the way, speaking of interviews, I had just a really quick, like a 1-minute thing with Frank Ryan in Seal Beach at Beach and Seal Beach, the comic store. And I was so busy yesterday and going to the damn dentist, I never got it uploaded. So I'll give that to Trixie next week. Maybe.
All right, you guys, we're gonna raid Mike. Oh, we already did now. All right, well, the raid's over already now. So, anyways, we'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Don't do anything I would do that was wide open.
Yeah, bye everybody. Thanks, Trixie. Thanks, Patriots. God bless you all. God bless you.